Hello to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover Euro versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the Euro versus US dollar first. This is the 4-hour time frame on the Euro versus US dollar, and here we can see that on Friday, we had rejection of this important support area that I marked around 1.0715. So this is the area where we saw the previous imbalance and aggressive buying. So this area is very important to also watch for intraday. For example, from this perspective, the market can hold here, and let's say if market can retake and trade above 1.0820, and if the market eventually can hold above, so then there is a chance for rotation back to higher prices, 1.0960 or even 1.1 mark. That is a upside scenario. In case of the downside scenario, then I would like to see the market to retake 1.0720 and trade below, and there is a chance for retest of this rising trend line in this whole area that we have on the euro, where we have a multiply reaction. So that will be this zone here around 1.0640, 650 mark. So at this point, those two scenarios are something that I'm watching. This is the gold market on the 4-hour time frame. We can see that we spoke already about this big reversal that happened, and then there was like this flag that market formed, or more like a triangle. Then we had this breakout. So now we can take the Fibonacci levels, just project 61.8 and expansion, like 1958, and then there is 100% around 1904. So in case of, let's say, the downside continuation, we have some reference points here that if the market can just keep going down. So 1957, and then the low 1933, and then 1906. Some of the levels for the downside, let's say, objectives. In case of the upside scenario, I would like the market to go back all the way to 2040, and that will be a good sign for. And if market can hold, that will be a good sign for potential maybe retest to 2070. But so far, we can see that sellers are in control and that we don't have any imbalance to the upside. Now, speaking of the crude oil, so let's go to see what we have on the 4-hour time frame. So we can see that market still didn't test the previous lows that we have, so there is a potential for the crude to still go higher towards this zone. And then if we can see if the market can push through this, there is a chance for the retest of 76.90 or even test of those highs around 78.90 mark. Now, if the market can we see if we can see the further downside continuation, maybe the market can retake the low at 68.70 and then hold below, then there is a chance for the lower prices towards the 67 mark, or even the pin bar or tail area around 64. And speaking of the Bitcoin, there was a sell-off, so we spoke about potential downside. The market didn't, clear the high. We actually created some contraction at this point, and there was this big sell-off in the tail at this point. So we need to mark, and I'm always marking the tails here. So this is a tail low at 40,300. Now, from this perspective, the market can fully rotate higher towards the 45,000 mark, or even rotate higher towards the 44,000 and hold above. There is a chance for the higher prices towards the 45,000 or 46,000. Now, if the market can still go and try to attack the pin bar low and take the 40,300 and hold below, then there is a chance for the further downside move, and maybe even for retest of 38,400 or even 37,000 mark. And that will be all for this update, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. Have a good trading day, and speak to you from tomorrow morning.